Hello football fans and welcome to yet another transfers episode, third of the series. Before we start, I would appreciate if you would hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Today I will show you the latest movements on the transfer market. Chelsea sign Atletico Madrid and Portugal forward, João Felix, on loan until end of the season. The Blues have beaten Premier League rivals Manchester United and Arsenal to the signing of the forward, with neither side willing to pay the €11 million loan fee plus wages. The 23-year-old becomes Chelsea's fourth signing of the month following the arrivals of Benoit Badiashile, David Dartro Fofana and Andre Santos. He already had his debut for Chelsea on Thursday against Fulham, where he had few bright moments of football before picking a red card and being sent off. He will now miss next 3 Chelsea games. Olympique de Marseille have landed their first recruit of the winter transfer window, Ukraine midfielder Ruslan Malinovsky. The 29-year-old signed a loan deal for the remainder of the season, with obligatory option to buy in the next summer from Atalanta in Italy's Serie A. In 3.5 seasons with Atalanta, Malinovsky played 143 games, scored 30 goals and had 24 assists and was the best passer of Serie A in 2021. He had played 51 times for Ukraine. The 29-year-old midfielder was a target also for West Ham and Spurs, but he chose France as his next destination. Napoli strengthened its squad in pursuit of a first Scudetto in more than 3 decades with the signing of Polish right-back Bartosz Berezinski from Sampdoria. The 30-year-old Poland international has made 180 appearances in the Italian top flight since the start of 2017, which is the 6th most of any defender during that period. He will provide competition for Giovanni Di Lorenzo on the right side of defense for Napoli, which is 10 points clear of AC Milan at the top of the table. He will be on loan at Napoli till the end of the season, time when the Italian club will have a buy-in option for a full transfer. Southampton have completed the transfer of midfielder Carlos Alcaraz from Argentine side Racing Club. The youngster scored 13 goals in 83 appearances for his former club in Argentinian First Division. The midfielder played a key role in their runners-up showing in the Primera Division last year and scored the winner in the Champions Trophy final against Boca Juniors. The 20-year-old Argentine has signed a 4.5-year contract. Saints have paid €13.5 million for Alcaraz and there is a 15% sell-on fee in the deal. The Argentine wonderkid is the second signing for Saints on this January transfer window, so far. Alex Moreno is Unai Emery's first signing at Aston Villa, in exchange of €15 million from La Liga club Real Betis. Moreno, who will wear the number 5 shirt, can operate on the left side of midfield and also adds competition for Lucas Digne, as left back. Since joining Betis in 2019, the 29-year-old made 122 appearances, scoring 6 goals and making 14 assists. All of Moreno's 15 league appearances for Betis this season have come as a fullback, from which he has registered 3 assists. He already got his debut for the Midlands team on Friday night against Leeds when he replaced the injured Lucas Digne. Wolves have made Gabon international midfielder Mario Lemina the club's second signing of the January transfer window. The 29-year-old, who has experienced Premier League football previously with Southampton and Fulham and appeared in a Champions League final, for Juventus, has agreed a 2.5-year deal at Molineux. Wolves will pay €11 million to Nice for the midfielder, which was a regular starter for the French team on the first half of the season. Wolves expected Lemina to bring physicality and technical ability to the heart of their midfield, with his arrival, a boost after the loss of Boubacar Traoré to injury for the next 2 months. The second transfer of the week for the Wolves is Paris Saint-Germain star Pablo Sarabia. Sarabia has been with PSG since 2019 when he signed from Julen Lopetegui's old club Sevilla, so the two of them will be now reunited at the Molineux. Last season he was on loan with Sporting CP, and had a really productive spell in Portugal. He made 45 appearances, and scored an impressive 21 goals. He also laid on 10 assists. Sarabia would arrive at Molineux to compete with the likes of Daniel Podence and Adama Traoré for a starting spot on the right flank. But given his great credentials, he should probably go straight into the starting 11. Manchester United have signed Netherlands striker Wout Weghorst on loan for the rest of the season. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has added Weghorst to his attacking ranks following the exit of Cristiano Ronaldo. The 30-year-old Dutch striker was on loan at Turkish side Besiktas from Burnley, but has ended that move early to complete a switch to Old Trafford. Weghorst scored 8 times and provided 4 assists in 16 league appearances for Besiktas, while adding 1 goal in 2 Turkish Cup outings. The Red Devils are covering Weghorst's wages in full as part of the deal, with no option or obligation to buy. According to the United boss, Weghorst will add a winning mentality to the changing room. Leeds United reached total agreement with Hoffenheim for Georginio Rutter in a club record of €40 million deal. The move for 20-year-old forward would surpass the club's current record fee of €30.5 million paid for Rodrigo in the summer of 2020 from Valencia. The French youngster will sign a contract that will keep him at Elland Road until 2028. He is the second transfer for Leeds of this January window after Maximilian Wöber, who arrived in north of England from Salzburg last week. Rutter has scored twice in 17 games in all competitions this season for Hoffenheim and has an overall record of 11 goals in 64 appearances for the Bundesliga side after signing from French side Rennes back in January 2021. Norwegian teenager wonderkid Andreas Schjelderup has agreed a move from Danish side Nordsjælland to Benfica in Portugal. The Portuguese side will pay a €14 million fee for the teenager, with Nordsjælland securing 20% of any future sale and the winger signing a deal until 2028. Being considered by many the next Erling Haaland, Schjelderup is enjoying a superb season so far in Denmark, scoring 10 goals in 17 Superliga appearances as Nordsjælland sit top of the table. He is yet to make his debut for the senior Norway team but has played throughout the age group sides up to under 21 level. Nottingham Forest have agreed a fee of €20 million for Palmeiras midfielder Danilo, and he will arrive in England for a medical this weekend. Arsenal, Chelsea and Monaco were also interested in the player, but it is Forest who have won the race to land a bright prospect. Danilo has been an integral figure at Palmeiras, making more than 130 appearances for the club since making his debut as a teenager. He played 53 times in all competitions last season, scoring 7 goals. The 21-year-old Brazilian is strong in possession, loves to tackle and also covers a lot of ground for his time. He looks like an ideal player to replace Kouyaté, who is still recovering from an injury. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and please don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more like this. I will see you next week with more transfers.